I was meant to film yesterday and I didn't get round to it. I ate a massive pizza, this whole cake straight after it, and then fell asleep in the chair at like 5 o'clock. Woke up at like 12 o'clock, stayed awake for a little bit, went back to sleep, woke up at 2 o'clock, and I've been awake ever since. Loki's driving me mad today. It's not his fault. He's in pain, but he won't stay still. Like, he constantly just wants to get up and stand up and that. And I can tell it's not helping him, but he don't understand, does he? So he's just really needy today, ain't you, boy? He really needy. But like this, that he just keeps getting up. He's making me not want to give him no attention because he just wants to play. Look. He just, I know it's a good sign because it shows that he's still happy and everything, but he's not helping himself. And when we're out in the street, he keeps doing loads of stuff to make things worse for himself, didn't you, boy? And he keeps expecting treats all the time, constantly looking at the kitchen door for me to give him stuff because I've been spoiling him in a little bit, and then he takes it too far. But yeah, it's been a bit of a weird one, man. I keep having like really positive moments and feeling really strong and everything, and then I just keep thinking, oh, how am I going to do this, man? But I'm struggling with not smoking the weed. I gave in yesterday, or the day I started filming. I said I weren't going to smoke anymore. And then that night, I ended up getting some. But I have cut it in half though, which is good because like instead of smoking a quarter in 2 days, I smoked an 8 for 3.5 in 2 days. So I mean that's progress. That's halving it. So I have made some progress. I ain't had none today. I had one really early this morning, 2 o'clock, but I ain't had one since then, and I'm really sweating out. They say it's not physically addictive, mate, but when you're on other drugs and other medication, it affects them. So then if they're physically addictive, then it kind of enhances them, and it makes you have physical withdrawals when you stop smoking weed. So it can be physically addictive, mate. It can be, depending on how much you smoke and everything else that you're doing. But one thing that I've had today, which was lovely, is like a synchronicity. Something come to me at the right time. Like it was a video, and it was talking about Cole Young's teachings or something. And it was saying 7 signs that you're further ahead in your mind than you think you are. And it just went through all these different things, and it's made me realise that I thought I had a dark night of the soul, and it lasted a few months, but it's lasted 4 years, mate. It's lasted 4 years, and I think I'm only just starting to come out of it, and I'm only just starting to recognise things, and things that only now feel like they're something's starting to happen. Something's starting to move, like even within me. That's why I've started this. That's why I've started this. This turned over this new leaf. Like I want to be better. You know what I mean? I just want to be better, mate. Nothing changes if nothing changes. If you don't change, nothing else will change. You can't wait for it to come from an outside source because it don't work like that. In these videos along the way as well, I do intend to pass on all the knowledge that I have about mindfulness and spirituality. Like I said, I'm not religious at all. I ain't religious. I don't believe in all the Bible stuff. Some of it makes sense. The message is beautiful. Yeah, I can't deny that. Right, it's wrote by a man. It's a man's interpretation of what I'm feeling, of the messages that I get. So like, I'm not going to listen to someone else's interpretation of the divine. I've got my own interpretation of a higher power. You know what I mean? So like, we all feel it differently, man, depending on what we've experienced in the past and our programming. Yeah, it's that uncomfortable phase at the moment. You know, when you really want change, you really want to do it, but then you just feel uncomfortable, mate. Like, just really uncomfortable. I just can't get into nothing. And he's really needy constantly. I don't know why you flinch, boy, because I never hit you. Look, I never hit you, so I don't know what you're doing. Look, I never hit him. Otherwise, you'd cower if I did that. But he flinches a lot when he's in pain. That's another sign that I know he's in pain. He starts flinching. But he won't sit down and stay sitting down, will you, with these bad legs? You keep having to get up, don't you, and walk about. His mind's not agreeing with his body. His mind just wants to do everything, but his body's just not having it. He's making himself worse. But yeah, I feel like I've lost a bit of weight though. I do. I took my top off and I thought, oh, I feel like I've lost a bit of weight. Well, it can't be from dieting because I have cut my food down, but not like so I'll be losing weight. You know what I mean? Like that cake and a massive pizza last night. Limited edition. Cherry Bakewell cake. Come on. I ate the lot. Straight away. Not like in little pieces throughout the day. I sat there and ate the whole cake. And that was enough. I could have ate other stuff after that. That's what I was doing a couple of weeks ago. I was eating a whole cake like that, then loads of cookies. Probably about 5,000 calories, mate, in one hit. Hey, boy. Oh, yeah, I'm having a bit of a weird day today, man. I'm not even sure what to say. And there's loads of things that I keep thinking, I could be making loads of money if I just did this, if I just did that. Like, there's loads of opportunities at the moment with AI. There's loads of ways to make money with it. Like, I know how to do them all. Like, I could make a lot of money out of YouTube if I just put the time into doing the AI. But I don't want to chase nothing, mate. That's chasing things, you know what I mean? And I'm just not into that anymore. I've just got over that, like, neediness. I don't care about money anymore. Now, the only thing that I care about is that I keep spending too much on weed and I keep running out of money and I keep going skint and then having to borrow money and I'm never catching up with myself. So, you know, part of me wants to do it and it wants to make money, but then the other side of me saying, nah, mate, you don't need to chase nothing. Like, I'm always taken care of. Right? You just got to believe that and got to know that. And I always believe that and I always know that. You know, I've got a lot of stuff in here for nothing. A lot of things in here I got for free or really cheap. Just through like that Nord keyboard I got for nothing. Someone give me that Nord keyboard. I got them speakers for about 30 quid. Got that for 50 quid, the Valve amp, but it's playing up at the minute. I got one of them for nothing because it got lost in the post with Amazon. So they sent me another one and then the other one turned up weeks later and they told me to keep the other one. So I was like, sweet. So it does happen, mate. You know what I mean? If you just trust that you're going to be taken care of, you are. I don't really think I got many interesting things to say today. Really, just that I just want to just encourage you, really, just to keep going because I've noticed, yeah, and today especially, I've been looking back and I've been thinking, rah, mate, when I was right at the moment where I thought about giving up and I felt like quitting, it was literally just over that last little hurdle that I had to get before things started to change. Because I got to the point, yeah, where I was doing all this reprogramming of my mind for years. dedication, mate. Every single day, getting up, putting the headphones in, listening to the affirmations, doing the positive self-talk, doing all of it for years and years and years, and I just didn't see anything change. And I started to feel like there was two people living inside of me. I started to feel like there was just this other person that just never agrees with anything that I want to do or anything that I feel or anything that I think. It just never agrees with me. And I just got to the point where I was getting stressed out, mate, that there was like the devil on my shoulder. Like, and it was just, I just, oh, mate. But now I've integrated that. It's like I was trying to get rid of it before, but you can't get rid of it. It's you. It's the whole you. Even your darkest desires and your darkest, just like the feelings of wanting to hurt people and all that. Your darkest things that no one else sees. The things that you keep hidden. Like, it's not about getting rid of that, and it's not about overcoming that. It's about integrating that into the whole you. So you are whole. It's about becoming whole rather than becoming happy. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like I'm just at that point now where I'm just getting started. After 4 years of this journey and going through some mad experiences that I will talk about on this channel, I just need the opportunity for them to come up, and I'm sure they will. But you know, when you stand there and you try and think of what to say, it just don't happen. But over time, with me doing this a lot, eventually I'll talk about everything, even how I got all these scars on my face, all the things that I've been through, not to glorify it, but to show people that you can turn pain into love. That it's possible not to be bitter after being betrayed. And it's possible to forgive. You know what I mean? I didn't think I could become the person that I've become today, and I'm still not there. You know, I've just gone through a horrible patch, and that's why I'm doing this now. I'm like, right, that's it. Yeah, I've had enough of that. I've had enough of being tired all the time, wanting to sleep all day, gouching out because I'm off my nut because of my tablets and all that, mate. Do you know what I mean? I'm just wasting away, standing in the kitchen smoking while Loki's in here. I'm probably missing out hours of his life by standing in there, like smoking and that. And I've been thinking about that lately. My flat's smelling of smoke, even though I smoke in the kitchen. Look, it's just a mess in here. Like I ain't got the time to clean up because I've got smoking to do and other things like that. And I've just got to the point where I'm sick of being that person. And like, all that came after going through like a really positive, beautiful time, like the happiest I've ever been in my life. Like it really was. And ever since then, I've been trying to get back there, but causing myself pain along the way, trying to get happiness, but causing myself pain in the process. So now I ain't trying for nothing. I'm not really bothered about money or anything anymore. Like I was saying, I just want to be happy and peaceful. And I had to come to terms and I had to accept that I'm not the chosen one. Even though part of me still believes that I am, you know. But it does feel like that. It does feel like you're the special one. Like you've been chosen for something. Like all these magical things start happening in your life and you're like, rah, something's really chosen me. Like I've been chosen for this purpose. And then you get further into it and you find out there's people that have been doing this for 10, 20 years ahead of you. If anyone's a chosen ones, they are. You know what I mean? And that did affect me a little bit, like thinking about it. I did feel a bit like I'm not as special as I thought I was. And then I backed off a lot. and I started not to really care about it. But then that's when things started to progress. Do you know what I mean? So I was holding on to that saviour thing for too much, and I was holding on to that outcome. I was attached to it. So I just was stagnant and nothing was moving forward. So I had to go back to prison for a little bit because I weren't getting the message that they was trying to send to me, and I weren't seeing it. I was choosing to ignore it. So the universe went, bang, there you go. Now you can't ignore it. Now you're right in the thick of it, deal with it. And that's what'll happen if you don't get the message. So if there's something that you know you should be doing and you're not doing it, and the universe is trying to tell you, all the signs are pointing towards that you should be doing it, please do it, because you're going to cause yourself a lot of pain by not doing it. You're just going to cause yourself so much pain, man. So please do it. Like, learn from my mistakes, because the universe will throw you into a situation. It will put you around people in the right place at the right time for you to have to face it. And it will be the worst, most uncomfortable experience that you've ever been in. So don't wait for the trauma before you take action and start to change. Start that change now, man, please.